Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to take a look at setting up a classic Canvas quiz. So here I am in my Modules tab, and with classic quizzes, you can either build them in the Quizzes tab, right here, or from the Modules tab. And I'm just going to do it from the Modules tab because I like to organize assignments and quizzes and such into modules. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the plus sign, and then here with this drop down, I don't want it to say assignments, I want it to say quizzes because that's what we're doing. And then we select new quiz, and then we'll just call this sample classic quiz for video. And decide which assignment group we want to put it in. Maybe we want to put it in quizzes and whether to indent or not indent in your module, and then we're going to add the item. After we do that, it automatically is going to drop it down to the bottom of the module if that's where you're building it, and then we click on the title of the quiz to begin editing the thing. It gives you this warning right away. Don't worry about that too much. We just, we got to remember to publish it. Otherwise, kids can't take it. So let's go ahead and click edit. Now, as soon as we land in this editing screen, this is actually a good way to think of this as like the cover page. This is not where the questions go. It's where you can put directions and then set up any of the details that you want to have for this quiz. So we're going to start by writing instructions for the students, whatever you think you need. And then we scroll down and we have some choices to make. So first of all, we get to decide what this thing is. Is it just for practice? Are we going to grade it? Or is it a survey? With the surveys, students can submit those anonymously, or they can, it can be set up so there's really no right or wrong answer like a poll, but it uses the same sort of mechanics and features. For this, let's just stick with a graded quiz. You get to choose whether you want to sync it to the SIS if that option is available to you. Shuffle answers is something that's interesting. So if I select this, what that's going to mean is that on multiple choice items, the answers are going to be arranged in a different order. So students would be looking at, they'd have the same answer choices, but they'd be looking at different order of the answers. And it can actually be kind of nice. One thing to think about, though, is if you're writing multiple choice questions and you have like a all of the above choice on D, that is going to be shuffled. So, it could end up on the top or whatever, which would be confusing. So if you select shuffle answers, it can be kind of nice. Just be careful. You wouldn't want to have like an all of the above choice. You can set a time limit. Something to note about time limits is it will have a little clock counting down as the students take this. So for some people that would be very anxiety inducing. So consider that. Whether we have multiple attempts, that's fine. You can decide whether students see their correct answers, if they see one question at a time only, and then scroll through that, or many questions at a time. So many choices with the software. And then down here, the access code can be kind of nice if you teach multiple periods and you don't want somebody logging in right away before your class period even begins. You can also filter IP addresses so that students couldn't be accessing this from home, say. In remote learning, probably not a good choice to do that. And then this is pretty standard. So what we do here, we make all these choices and we don't have a single quiz question yet. To start setting up the questions, you actually click on this questions tab, and then we click new question to form a new one. By default, we land on multiple choice, but you can see there's many different options in classic quizzes, many different types of questions. You can set point values for each question. And basically, the question will go up here in this text box, and then you're going to put the answer choices down here. Now, one nice thing about shuffling our answers is that you can always have this top one be the correct answer. If you don't select that, you're going to want to move this thing around so that, A is not always the correct choice. So, which of the following is one of the primary colors? And we can say that, blue is the correct answer, green, turquoise, purple. Okay, there we go. Purple. And then we can say to update the question. And now we have one question in our quiz. And we can get more into the weeds in subsequent videos, but that's how we can start setting it up. When you're ready to have students take the quiz, you save and publish, and then students would be able to find this quiz in their module since we set it up that way and begin taking it. So that's a very quick look at how to set up a quiz in the first place. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.